The Ravens make their third appearance on primetime this season, while the Colts look for their first win in Baltimore since 2009. Next on Monday Night Primetime.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their now 36-year-old quarterback, who's in his 14th NFL season, the former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To throw is Ryan. And the catch made by Hilton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Jackson. And some space here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And I have to think the Ravens are going to continue to find ways to get J.K. Dobbins the ball, and even more in the passing game this year. Just 18 catches as a rookie a year ago. Would not be surprised to see that number at least double in 2021.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And it's knocked.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there, as that one was knocked away.
Again, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big playability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you down, and guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now this throw caught left side. He takes it down deep into enemy territory. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October, because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll return it from the 6.
We got this.
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. 7-7, our score after 1. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Ryan. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they find 27. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the Colts getting ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Odafe Oweh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. Out to Cole on the right side. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Great play there. Taking it in. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
On the return is Duvernay. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And a good catch there by Mark Andrews, and many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback-tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson, the quick slant caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. 3rd and goal, Jackson dancing to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Ryan. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Ryan.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Buying time to his left.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Odafe Oweh. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17.
Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
They run once more with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Patrick Queen
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Steps away to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Patrick Queen
has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A beautiful fake. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive. Touchdown! That's caught.
Jalen Waddle,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are in the lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. Back now in Baltimore. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10, Taylor now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Patrick Queen.
And they're going to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout, and they forced an incompletion.
And a throw.
There, back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
4th down, here's Jackson.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman
To the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flush to his right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Jackson now. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
They'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson under pressure, and they got to him again.
Kwity Paye.
His 2nd sack of the night. One of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. The 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.